this not magical or what? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new, my name is Emily and today I'm going to be decorating my front porch for Christmas and I hope you guys are excited. I could not ask for better weather. I am so excited. I just could not help myself and decorate while it is snowing outside. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new because I have tons of Christmas decorating here to come on my channel. Got lots of DIYs and decorating to share with you and I hope you guys can get some ideas. And I want to say a big thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. So with that, let's go ahead and get started.
Sunny day, but it's cold outside. It tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm all for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. I'm walking around making small talk with people that pass me by. I share a
Look, the deer came through our yard. I didn't even get to see them either. They went all the way around the house. Those little suckers, I tell ya.
So now we're going to make the first project, which is going to be a floor mat. I'm going to be using my Cricut maker for this, and I will also be using freezer paper to cut basically the stencil out using it. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my Cricut design space, and I actually pulled this welcome from the picture area, and I needed to slice it because my mat is only 24 inches. So I needed to slice off the sides. So I just used the shapes and then basically highlighted that, and I was able to separate the word. And then I just put those off to the side because I'm going to add those somewhere else. That way I still cut them and I can still have that design, but it's not gonna, I can make my welcome word much larger. And then I went ahead and just put to our neck of the woods, and you can customize this. I will have mine linked down below though if you like the design and everything. Now for cutting it, you're going to want to change the part to freezer paper, and I like this because when you use your mat, it has these guides on the side which keeps everything in line. You don't have to worry about your mat squiggling and ruining your design. It's a one cut process, and with the Cricut maker you can cut over 300 different types of materials, from delicate paper, fabric, mat board, leather, basswood. It's pretty awesome, and I just love the fact that you can use it to cut sewing patterns and different things. Like, the possibilities are endless. As you saw, I went in with my weeding tool, and then I'm going to peel off the freezer paper. Be very gentle with it because it is pretty thin. I went ahead and cleaned my mat, and then I'm using my Easy Press 2 to heat the surface, especially since it's freezing outside. I wanted to make sure it was up to temperature. And when you use freezer paper, there is a shiny side and a matte side. You want to make sure that when you're cutting it, you put the shiny side down, and the shiny side is down here because there's like a stickiness on the back of that you don't feel, but with the Easy Press it heats it up. And so I just kind of worked my way with the welcome cut out here and letting it sit on there, and it adhered wonderfully. And so then I just took those little pieces that were from the lettering and I added those back in, and then I just put my Easy Press back on it. This just made it so much simpler. I ended up setting my heat setting at around 310, but it changes for each product that you use. So just go to the Cricut.com and it will let you know, like when you're using your Easy Press, what temperature you need it at. So now that's all done, the fun part begins. You can now paint it. You can spray paint this, but you're going to need to make sure everything is covered if you do. I didn't want to have anything bleed, so I went ahead and just dabbed on the paint, basically the way you would with a stencil, which is basically what we have. And to help it dry, I used my blow dryer to speed up the process, and then you just get to remove the freezer paper. It comes off super easy, and then you'll just use your weeding tool to get all those small little letter pieces out.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now.
And And the last step to this DIY floor mat is that you're going to want to finish it. So I use this acrylic sealer. It's good for indoor and outdoor. They make different types, so use whatever you have you can find at the stores and spray that, seal it, and you're good to go. It'll stand up to the weather. And mine's been outside for a while now and it's been doing great. So now I'm going to kind of dress up the sides of the doorway.
Play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to.
So this is the other Christmas DIY I made for the front porch. I ended up going into Cricut Design again, and I used two different materials. So I used my regular vinyl, which is the black one, and then so I'm just got that cut out and I'm weeding out the items here and I'm leaving the letters, and then I went ahead and did my glitter iron-on. Now, I've never used the glitter iron-on before, but I love it. This stuff is super thick, and so when you go to cut this, you want to make sure when you're using iron-on you mirror the image, because you're going to be ironing that onto your surface and you don't want it to be backwards. So I went ahead and just weeded everything out with my weeding tool, and then for the black letters, which are the regular vinyl, I just used my transfer tape, and I like to make it a little less sticky, so I just dab it on the surface, and then I use my scraper tool to make sure everything is applied on, and then you're just going to weed off the backing, and then you're going to figure out the placement that you want, measuring from side to side and everything, and then just take your scraper tool and flatten that out onto your surface, and then just peel it off at a nice angle, and voila, your letters are done. There's no painting involved with this one, and that's something that's really nice about the Cricut Maker, is you can make it however you want. You can weed out the letters, you can paint them on like a stencil, depending on whatever you want to do. There really is just endless possibilities when you have a Cricut machine. So whether it's the Cricut Joy, a Maker, or Explore, or even using the Easy Press, you can make t-shirts, handbags, signs. I mean, they even have a fusible ink. This would make such a great Christmas gift. So if you guys would like to get one, I will leave mine linked down below, along with all the designs that I've made today, so you guys can recreate them as well. Now I'm just using my Easy Press and pressing that on. Once everything has fully cooled for the gold lettering, you're just going to peel off the top of it at an angle and you're done. I love the texture that the gold lettering has. You can see how it sparkles here. It's just beautiful. It's probably my new favorite product to use. And again, I love the fact that I can make signs, t-shirts, handbags, pretty much whatever I want. I can even make photos with it. So definitely be sure to pick up your Cricut. I will leave it linked down below. Again, it's one of those items that just keeps on giving back to you, because you can use it for so many different things in your home. And I love having a versatile tool like that. So a big thank you to Cricut for partnering with me for today's video, allowing me to support my family while doing something I absolutely love, which is sharing DIY and decorating ideas with you all. So last night I actually picked up this table from Target, and I chose this one because, for one, it was in stock and it looked pretty solid and it fit the space fairly nicely. I've been having the worst time trying to find an entryway table that fit the space. Everything I like is too short and width-wise anyways for the space. So this one fit the bill, and I liked, again, it was pretty solid and it went together so nicely. It's not the exact color I was looking for, but I can always change that later. But it actually looks really good with all the Christmas decor you're going to see me add to it here in a second. So I really, really like it, and now we're going back to the present day. I had no intention of actually decorating the entryway for Christmas yet, but there's just something so magical about the snow. I am literally working on every single room in this house, so make sure you're subscribed, because I'm going to have the living room and the dining room to share with you this coming week, and then we're going to start decorating the rest of the house for Christmas, which I'm super excited about. I hope you guys are enjoying this. You kind of get a 2-for-1. You get the front porch and part of the entryway, which I still have the other side to do, but that'll come maybe next week or the week after.
Look how pretty this is. Woo! I'm so excited. I think this is going to look pretty on this table. It fits. This at Hobby Lobby, and I just thought it was so pretty. It's just a really nice soft gold color, and I don't have too many things that say Merry Christmas on them. I have a lot of Believe things and things like that, but not Merry Christmas, so it's be pretty. I also picked up these little guys there as well. Okay, found this Christmas sign. I made this a couple weeks ago, and I actually think this is a really nice size for this space. I was originally thinking of putting a mirror here, but the mirror I have is way too large to go here, and I couldn't really find anything at the stores. So, you know what? I have plenty of signs that I've made, and, you know, might as well make use of them, right? And it doesn't say Believe on it either. It says something completely different. But I don't know if you're noticing a theme, but I'm really enjoying the greens, the golds, and the blacks. So that might continue into the living room decor as well. But yeah, I'm thinking this will look really good. Kind of maybe right about here.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet.
I really like the way the entryway turned out. If you guys like any of the items, I will have them all linked in the description box below in case you want to get them for your house. But I think it turned out so good. Now I'm going to show you outside. The Believe sign I made a couple years ago, and then this little snowman I made him last year. And then this wreath will just have to do. It's not the one I want, but I can't find my outside wreath. So I really like the way the lanterns look. Those are from Walmart, as well as the trees, and the ornaments are from Walmart as well, and Dollar Tree. And the mat, I really like the way it turned out, and I think it's going to last a good time. I wanted something that wasn't just going to be seasonal, but the sign turned out great. That I don't mind being seasonal because I will change it up for every season and stuff, but I just love the way it all came together. And it's just so magical outside with it being snowy and stuff. Oh, I'm just so excited. We still have Christmas lights to put up and everything, but we couldn't help ourselves. It continued to snow later on in the day, and so we had so much fun playing in it. And I just hope you guys enjoyed today's video and got lots of ideas on ways you can decorate your home for the holidays. I have so much more planned to share with you all and everything, so make sure you're subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. In case you missed my last video, it'll be linked down below in the description box along with everything else. Definitely be sure to check out Cricut. You make a great Christmas gift no matter what machine you get, because it's a gift that keeps on giving, and you can be so creative with it. So with that, I will see you all on Sunday. Have a beautiful day.